we are here with Darcy Lynne. She's got some new things coming on. You might know her as America's Got Talent Puppet Girl, but but she's got some new music that she's dropping. She's getting into the country scene, so we're gonna deep dive into it.
Yeah.
So why now? Why now transition into a country star?
Oh my gosh. Well, why not? I feel like is the easiest question, or the easiest answer. I have just come to love music. I've always loved music, but I started writing in quarantine, and because all my shows got canceled with the puppets, and I was like, what am I gonna do with myself? And it's something I always wanted to try, just didn't have the time to do it. And so I started writing in quarantine, and so I've been writing for about 4 years now, and it's just something that I really love to do. It's very therapeutic and super fun to express myself in that way, and it's just not a side that people know me by, because they just know me as here. So it's like, who is Darcy outside of this? And I feel like that would be music. So
yeah, and I think that's kind of what your last appearance on America's Got Talent kind of showed. I think that was a big swing that you did. I appreciated it. Some of the judges did not. So kind of take us through that process of going through, going that angle on the last America's Got Talent to kind of distribute more music versus ventriloquism.
Well, yes. So AGT Fantasy League was the last show that I was on. And funny enough, they asked me like the first time, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I've done a lot of competition shows, but then I thought about it, and I was like, okay, but this might be a really cool way to kind of come out and be like, hey guys, I sing with my mouth open too, and like, but the whole sentiment behind that first performance where I kind of step away from Petunia, I think got lost on the judges and a lot of the audience and people that viewed it, because what I was doing is not necessarily just throwing away the ventriloquism at all, because that's not what I want to do. It's still also an art form that I love to do, but I just wanted to introduce like another pathway and another side to myself, and so that's kind of what I did in the performance. And Simon just did not like it. Mel didn't like it either, and there was a lot of controversy like in the comments too, where people were like, but you're not known for your singing. Why would you step away?
Well, I get it, because it's more of you're using it as a promotional tool for your next venture. And I get the big swing and why you wanted to go that route. Is that correct?
Yeah. Well, I mean, AGT has a very special place in my heart just because they gave me a platform, and they've got, that's where it all began. That's why I'm here today. And so I was like, what better place? Because I've grown up on this show. I'm like, if I'm really passionate about this new thing, that, what better place to do it than on the show that's where it all started.
What do you enjoy the most? Because I know with the ventriloquism, it takes some writing, and you have to be almost like a comedian. Do you like songwriting? Do you like writing skits? Do you like performing? Or are they all kind of hold different places in your heart that you like?
I feel like it's hard to say what I like doing the best, just because it's so different.
All right, let's do it this way. What do you like the most, and what do you like the least?
I mean, that's so difficult. I don't know.
That's why I ask the tough questions.
I know. But I feel like it's kind of changed over the years. I feel like right now, I'm more motivated to write music than to write like creative scripts for my puppets right now. Like, I've just been writing a lot of music, and then they're just kind of like over here. But I feel like in the past it was like, it switches. But I love performing with my puppets because it's really fun.
It's a comfort zone too, as well.
It also, it is a comfort zone. It's weird sometimes to perform without them, just because I'm like, what do I do with my hands? Like, what do I do? But I don't know. I'm all about a challenge, because, teaching myself and learning ventriloquism was a challenge. And I see songwriting as like another challenge. It's like, this is something that is going to challenge me, and I really like that. So
Where are you getting like your inspiration for songwriting?
I mean, most of it just comes from like real experiences that I have. But I grew up like on really eclectic genres of music. Like my parents listened to 80s rock all the time.
I could tell you in your music it's more rock heavy.
Yeah, I feel like rock, soul, country, blues are where it's at for me. But I mean, I could sit here for an hour and tell you all of the artists that inspire me.
Well, give me your one. Give me your top.
Top?
Yeah. Who's the one that you're like, oh man, I really want to be that? They emulate what I want to be.
Oh my gosh.
And then you can't say Dolly Parton because everybody says Dolly Parton.
No, but I feel like I cannot put myself in a box, like, because there's
I like
just
that.
so many. I mean,
Well, give me like the most
one of my
eclectic,
heroes-
like one side versus the other, like really rap or like somebody like really off the wall. That's like okay.
So some polar opposites.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know I'm putting you on
Etta
the spot.
James is
Okay.
one of my heroes. Love her. Her voice mostly, and just the way she sings. Chris Stapleton is a huge one for me. I am a huge fan of him. His music is incredible. Elvis.
Okay. Well, a little bit of
Frank Sinatra. Nora Jones is a big one.
both. Love it.
Yeah, there's a lot though. I'm telling you, we could be here for a long
Well,
time.
I like it. So as far as your songwriting, like your new single that's been out for a little bit, part of maybe something bigger, Push Our Luck. What is that about, and kind of what's the inspiration
Right.
behind it?
Well, so, I mean, it's definitely in the lyrics, but I would say out of all of my siblings, I am the best about making it on time for curfew. All right? I've been well, when I was living with my parents, it was midnight.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Now, what is it now?
I guess I don't have one, but I feel weird saying that in front of my mom. But no, the song is about kind of those first time feelings when you like go on a date with someone and you know you have to be home by a certain time, but you're just out having so much fun that you just almost don't care if you get in trouble or not, just because you're having so much fun. And so yeah, it's kind of about those feelings. You're like, oh my gosh, like my mom's gonna kill me and my dad's gonna kill you. Like, yeah.
As far as new music, I know this is part of one song off of a new album. Is it coming out, or we have an EP?
That's a great question.
I mean, I don't know if you can reveal anything, but just me and you.
Right on the mic in front of the cameras.
They're
To be honest, I'm not sure. I'm still trying to figure out kind of what my specific sound is as an artist. And so I think my goal right now is just to write with a lot of people, write on my own a lot, and just to kind of figure that out before I put out like a whole project, an album or an EP. I'm hoping an EP either later this year or next year.
Awesome. Is there anybody that you're kind of using as like a mentor to kind of navigate through this new career path of country music?
Not necessarily, other than just like the guidance from my parents. I guess not musically, but in life, which is just really nice. I don't really have a necessarily a mentor right now.
Yeah, just
I guess
it's a new phase. So
yeah,
anybody
it's
you
a
can
new
gain some
phase.
knowledge from.
Yeah.
So, well, Darcy, it's been a pleasure. You've been awesome. Thank you for
Thank
stopping
you for
by.
having me.
Of course.
Yes.
On CountryLine. Appreciate it.